All right, welcome back, everybody. Map 2 is going to be Cobble. It's also the pick of TSM, so we might be able to see them bounce back here and possibly force the issue onto a third map, and that third map will be Overpass if it is required, but it's TSM versus Selfless. Selfless, a little slow to start, but pretty dominant to finish off the first map of their pick. Cash in Helium, and still with me is Dust.
Now, Selfless has not played Cobble since using Nifty, and of course they haven't played it with Mitch at all. This could prove to help out TSM a bit, but even they have only played one official match on Cobble, which is a loss to Renegade, so neither team very seasoned on this map, at least as official matches go. But as far as scrimming goes, I'd assume TSM should have a slight edge on playing this map together against this Selfless team. So one would hope that TSM can bring this one home and force a third, but we'll have to see, as we do have Selfless starting out on the T side, pretty spread out, kind of checking things out.
I think the start of this game could determine the outcome. Like, if Selfless really get off to a fantastic start, TSM having lost map 1, maybe getting a little frazzled at the start of this one if it's rough.
Could be true. Gotta see players like Simus and Vice step up and get some kills, that's for sure. They really struggled last map.
Dick was actually doing a pretty decent job fragging, but...
Like, he's been kind of the one beacon of light on this team, I feel like. And Simus usually is, but struggled last map.
Dang, Relic's not able to close out that kill. He's trying so hard, probably chased further than he wanted to. Right now, Sick and Automatic, both on 8 HP. Both of them got gooshed. They're so low. Vice maybe in a round-winning position here. Is over that bench and through the smokes, trying to land some shots on some players far away as Team SoloMid. How are they even alive? They're taking so much damage. Down goes Sick. Tempest no better off. Relic takes him down, and Uber moving into the A site. That's where the bomb is. It gets the opening there, and it's Finesse quick on the flank. Might have even saw that man. The vent is broken. That's going to be heard by everybody on Selfless. They've got a pretty good idea of where FNS is, and Mainline, no problem, peeks out to finish them off. And they're Selfless with the pistol round.
Yeah, I mean, you can't undervalue what Relics did that round. He did so much damage and put so much pressure on B that he really forced those players to stay in place while the rest of his team basically had a 4-on-1 or so on that A-bomb site. So really, you know, good pressure applied there by Relics. Even gets 2 kills for it. And then you see Mainline and Uber there at the end close out the round. So 1-0 start. We will have the force buy from TSM. So it's on the Scout. A couple of pistol armor upgrades for the rest of the guys, as Selfless will try to put these SMGs to use, as well as 1 Galil, 1 AK. And again, they'll spread it out for the most part. Just a couple towards B lobby, 3 towards A. So a pretty basic kind of 3-2 default. Nothing special from TSM either. They are a little bit B heavy, but that's to be expected on this map a lot of the time.
Yeah, indeed. Especially on a round like this where we've already gone down. They'll have Automatic, actually the solo man with a Deagle. I was kind of expecting Semphis with a Scout, but instead he'll be over at A. Not quite in KSC, actually going to peek up aggressive into the broken wall, and the Molotov will come through, so they'll know for a fact that at least somebody is there. It's actually Mainline and Relics, and they've got the bomb actually behind them, so that still needs to be picked up. And Uber gets the opening, he'll bring Automatic out of the A site.
And they're putting a little bit of pressure and drop down room now. A couple smokes going out on the B bomb site. The bomb's even positioned a bit towards here by B, but it's not committed. Relics could just fall back, but actually he will go ahead and drop down into the room. Continues to put pressure on B. Meanwhile, the other 3 players have taken control of A completely. They've completely cleared out the site. All corners have been checked. No stone has been left unturned. And so Mainline can safely bring this bomb back around. And what is a 4-on-3, but Sick and Civ is so far away from contesting this. They'll probably just save into the next round, I would assume.
Yeah, probably a good assumption, but why not? You spent some money, you might as well get a bang for your buck and be able to use it twice, because there's really no hope of going forward, and even if you do cause some damage, it's not going to be that hurtful, as it's just a MAC 10 and MP7 there on Nifty and Mitch. They'll hold on, and Selfless, not too worried about this, probably just want to group up and exit together. They're still maybe expecting Team SoloMid to be grouped up and trying to find some exits. We, of course, know it's not the case.
So not a good start here from TSM, but still haven't been able to buy any guns yet, so can't draw too many conclusions. I have been a bit worried about this team, though, as far as environment goes, because I know I saw like kind of a coded tweet from Sick about maybe having made a wrong decision. So that was a couple of weeks ago, so I don't know how things are going over there.
Didn't post it to Reddit, man? You missed out on that sweet, sweet karma. Unearthing NA team drama.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I saw it on Reddit first. That's how
never mind. Someone got there first.
Yeah. I don't care
Alright.
about Karma, man.
Yo, don't lie. The only currency that
I'll
really
just
matters.
gather all the trash together in one of the maps in one spot, take a photo of it, and I'm front.
It goes Reddit, Karma, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and then US dollars. That's the importance.
Okay.
I get paid in Reddit Karma. Kidding.
You used to when you drew pictures on the overview, but
yes.
that time is
No,
past.
I didn't even though, because people posted those for me. That's how you know you made it. When people post your content without you doing it yourself.
That's supposed to be how it works.
We know that's not true. Flasher proved that. As all right, Selfless. They're just killing everything in the path right now, and there wasn't much in the path. TSM with just pistols.
Yeah. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, we should see TSM on a full buy this round, and they will even have the op on Symphosis as well. And again, he had a rough one on Cash, so I'm hoping that he'll recover because he usually is kind of one of the stable fraggers on this team and some of the other games that I've seen them play. But he's going to be glass cannon, so it is going to affect him a little bit. Also, no real utility, no upgraded pistol or anything like that. And utility in general is pretty low. And finesse is just on an ump, so they're struggling to make this buy happen. But nonetheless, they at least have more to work with than in the previous round. So this could be their chance. Symphosis has that op over towards the B-bomb site. So he can be there to defend any type of long B pushes. As it seems like Selfless is kind of staging up over there right now. They have 4 players in the lobby, including the bomb.
Yeah, still a bit passive though. Or like, even if they get a kill, they won't be able to act too quickly because of how far the bomb is. It's either going to be Nifty, who has that op back out in middle and still watching any aggressive pushes from the CTs. So yeah, still playing quite careful. Smoke's going down.
Yeah, clearing out the platform, making sure no one was there, using those Molotovs. Smoke comes out, though, from TSM to try to...
They might go back to A, because that smoke goes down, and they don't actually have... Well, they do still have enough utility they can maybe clear it again, because Sick is like, yeah,
but Sick reposition,
down, and I'm going to go right back in here.
They might think this is clear. Like I said, they mollied this out earlier.
They've got to check it again.
We'll see. Mitch is going out first. Doesn't check it. Doesn't even react to time either. So Sick able to get a couple of frags there. And now the drop-down room push is also being shut down. Uber's the only player to get a frag for his team thus far. And time's running out, and they're in a 2v4.
Yeah. Great play by Sick to be able to move in there. They're like, all right, I mean, they think it's clear. I'll show them that it's not. But I think as the smoke goes down and you still have a Molotov left over, like, you lost eyes on that position. Anyone could have slipped in there.
Yeah.
Throw one more Molotov.
So it just showed you how much that counter smoke burned them. You know, they had already committed a lot of utility to clearing out the platform. I guess they didn't want to commit it again a second time around just to be sure. And Sick catches them for it. So that's a big play. The whole round really, literally hinged on that one smoke, to be honest.
Nifty trying to keep his hands clean. He is 0, 0, and 0 right now. Uber is 6 and 0 as he'll save out there along with Nifty, so they lose a round, but able to get out into a full buy. 2 players didn't get any money, but did have a decent amount of money already. So into round 5 and still an up there on FNS.
It's, oh my god, just plowing down there. But Finesse gets both with the ump. That's big kills from him to get out of there without being traded. Very well done. That was pretty scary, but somehow he pulls through, and that helps out TSM loads because they were actually still pretty low on money this round. They still have an up in the FAMAS in play, and Selfless actually had the better equipment value, but pretty much been eradicated now. They've lost 2 players already.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Mitch was going so fast, and I don't even know how FNS gets that second kill. I thought surely he was going to be one and done. But no, stands tall, finds 2, living on 3 HP, and just like that, I mean, Finesse probably has secured them this round. He's even going to move to position under Broken Wall. Actually, Sick kind of doubling up on that. Slightly different angle and slightly further back. What do they have left? Nifty has like full utility. He's going to drop a smoke over. That'll block off Rock. Flash out from Relics as well. Finesse was spotted. He's so lucky to be able to get out of there with only 3 HP. Nifty's going to op him. That's a bit overkill in this case. And Sick is biding his time, and well done. He's going to find 3 unsuspecting players and spray all of them down. So both rounds for TSM coming off of 6 Sick positioning over
We'll
in the
give
B
credit to
site.
Finesse there too, though. I mean, he got 2 kills to get it a
Yeah,
5-on-3 right off the bat, so he was definitely a big part of that as well. But yeah, sick. Like you noted, back-to-back rounds where he's had a huge impact himself. 2 rounds that TSM have won. Now, Selfless are going to still be able to get a buy here. They still haven't run out of money just yet. So TSM not going to have an easy time quite yet. Back to default for Selfless, just kind of doing a 3-2 split, working control of different areas of the map.
Honestly, still a fairly dangerous round for TSM. Finesse still on the up. I won't doubt it this time, though, because of what he did in that last round. Vice, meanwhile, on a FAMAS with only 2 flashes, and Selfless, more or less. I mean, they got smokes, Molotovs, a decent amount of flashes. The only concerning thing is, well, now that Relics has been killed, is that Mitch also only has a deagle. They're down a man.
The Relic's already being taken care of over on the B side of the map, but Automatic can even add to it there with another op frag onto Mitch. So, back-to-back rounds where Selfless is starting out on the back foot with only 3 players left early on. But they want to try to push the smoke at long A, but Vice is going to be right here, but he goes down for free. Uber takes him out, Nifty trading in as well. So they have a 2-on-3, but Simphis catches the bomb before it can get into the site. Now mainline, the lurk is all that's left. He will be dealt with. So TSM, they've tied it up with 3 rounds in a row. And I think they finally kind of forced Selfless to save.
Yeah, I think they finally have. If they were just a little more successful on that A take, it could have got pretty scary. Mainline was just dropping down drop and was going to be in a position where he could have been quite dangerous, but the round fell apart before he was really able to strike. And just like that, 3-3, TSM have tied it up. Finesse still on the ump, why not? This time you're going against armor and pistols. It's a pretty good weapon to have.
Yep.
And the double op also coming up for Selfless and Automatic, which could maybe get scary. If they actually miss a shot, they could get run up on by these Tech 9s.
They're playing pretty far back, though. Simmons is at the chicken coop.
And he does have support by Sick.
So, shouldn't be too big of an issue, but these Tech 9s, if they can maybe find Finesse and drop down room, they could make a round out of this. So he's still dangerous. They still have utility and head armor, so don't want to count him out too much. But Finesse, last time around he was tested, he held his ground. See if he can do it again. As that waterfall is on its way, will Finesse chase it? Will he chase those waterfalls?
Uh-oh! Yeah, don't go chasing waterfalls. This mid is going to shoot him in the face straight away. It's so scary to play anywhere near that drop room against the Tech 9s, and he feels the full pain of that. And this is what I was worried about. Semphis is back in chicken coop, but all of his support died, so he's easily swarmed, turning him into chicken nuggets. And they finish it off. 3-on-2, Automatic coming back over. The op that was on the A site has now found 2 kills, moving in on the retake. Bomb will go down. All in all, still successful for Selfless, even if they don't win it. But Relics is the problem back in KFC. With the op trained on drop. Oh, he gives it up. Just maybe that flash popping up is what made him change his mark, and now he's in trouble. Yeah, burning out, and mainline poking his gun through the smoke. Well done here by Vice and Automatic.
Look at that T-Mile just chilling on the haystack over there. Did you see that? He's just lounging. Like JDM over there. It's going to be TSM taking the lead for the first time this game thanks to getting 4 rounds in a row. But Selfless, they do get the bomb plant that round. So they're still able to get a purchase here. But it is a bit limited. Nifty not going to have the op. He's going to be just on the Galil. And Relics is on Tech 9 only. So not ideal, but they can still pose a threat. Looks like they're, again, really heavy towards B. This time they may not even hesitate like last one. They might just go for it right away. Looks like that is the case.
That mainline gonna try to do the dance of death here. Gets out, checks everything, making sure no CTs are pushing up on through that smoke. Not gonna be the case. It's actually FNS up in that drop room again. Semphis playing a different back of rectangle here, and oh, FNS is in trouble. This time not able to get anything done, and Semphis left playing very, very close. Will get in a nice nade that does a decent amount of damage to a few people. He gets pushed down, finds 2 frags. That second shot was amazing. It might have been enough to secure the round, as it's all up to Relics with that op doing a bit of damage. Can't kill Vice, who has now found 2 kills in 2 back-to-back rounds, a total of 4, and a turn of the tides for his individual performance after what happened on Cash.
I mean, I guess that's how you deal with a push as an opera. You just pull out your P250 and get the job done. So good job there from Semphis, as they do now have a 5-3 lead. So they're starting to build that up pretty well. Selfless still forcing up what they can, includes a P90 on Nifty, so maybe he's going to be the dedicated drop room player with that. Everyone else seems to be gathering up over here at mid-slope. Oh, a counter boost op from Automatic will put a stop to Nifty before he even gets anything going, but the rest have made it up to mid-slope.
Yeah, will they be able to cross, though? No one's got control of long A, and there's still 2 players here, Selfless and Vice. And Relic's making this interesting, though, as they each find a kill and bring it back to a 3-on-3. Minute 20 left on the clock, and the bomb is actually crossed into the A site, and that's Uber, the other man alive. He gets that plant. Vice moving down to the mid room, also known as Water. We'll find the kill onto Relics. Now he's in a pretty good spot. Move up. Doesn't even need to assist Sick, apparently. And, okay, Sempus is there for the trade.
I mean, we've seen a lot of close rounds on these force buys from Selfless, which include plants, but TSM always finding a way just to hold on a bit, secure it. So now they're up 6-3, so 6 in a row. Selfless struggling a little bit here on the T side. I think to be expected. They're with the tryout tonight and Mitch, and even Nifty's not been around long. So on a map they weren't as comfortable with as their actual pick on Cash. It's to be expected they struggle a bit, but we got to give some credit to TSM. They've had some people step up, make some big plays, like Finesse, like Sick. Even Sempus had a big round there with the P250 holding off a drop-down room push. So they're starting to find their form here.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit more from TSM here on the CT side too, doing a couple different things. Like we had that counter boost up with the op in the last round. Double op's been taken off, and Finesse has been playing a little bit uniquely, I guess, instead of the drop room. It's not unheard of to take a submachine gun or a shotgun into the drop room, even into the rifles. But he's been pretty good from that position, and here he'll be playing with the Mag 7 up against the all AKs of Selfless. But that can be very powerful on this map.
His main line looking again to try to get control of this drop-down room. This time Finesse is going to kind of give it up a bit. He's going to play a little bit more passive with that Mag 7. We've yet to see this man on a rifle, I feel like. He's been on an ump or a shotgun every round. So, trying to make that work. So this does get the opening pick there onto Selfless. He was trying to make some presence at long A, but now they've been shut out. Now they're trying to think of something else here. Vice may get aggressive and catch them trying to fall back, and he gets the bomb down.
That's gonna hurt. Selfless got to fight back 3-on-5, and TSM on this map don't look like they're gonna try to give up that. Although mainline does find Sempus, takes him out of the drop window. Sick up on the tree. Will Relics be able to expect that? And then if he falls, mainline is actually in such a good position, and Finesse was right there but doesn't check it. Might have made some noise because mainline promptly turned around, and now Sick has dropped off the tree boost. Does spot mainline and wins that battle. Relics, the spray control's not there. Sick finding 2. Then taken down by Nifty, and Finesse will move in and let everyone know that he's got a Mag 7. Now upgrades to an AK.
I mean, Relics had a chance to, like, maybe win that round for his team there if he could catch that frag, but just couldn't do it. TSM able to adjust, pick up the kill, and now it's 7 unanswered rounds on the board on the CT side of Cobble. So this is looking really good for TSM, which is certainly important for them. And I think their sanity after what happened there on Cash. So see if they can keep it up. Selfless going to be on yet another one of these Tech 9 force buy rounds. Again, they will look to try to get onto Finesse and drop down room. And he has an M4 this time, or actually an AK.
Yeah, either way. Okay, if he'll peek in and catch them as they try to split over to A, Automatic standing tall out the door, going for one more no scope, but he can't get it. And then suddenly the terrorists terrorizing into the A site right now. Still haven't quite completely crossed. Sempus is on a very quick flank they may not expect, but really, they dropped the bomb. They just threw it down. Ooh,
I'm not sure what happened there, but
I think they were trying to throw it into the site because Uber had already got up to the van, and then Uber was going to double back, pick up the bomb, but it didn't go far enough, and it's made them actually look quite silly. Uber left in a 1 versus 2.
I have to say, Selfless have been on the brink of winning so many of these force rounds. Like, at least 3 rounds have played out like this, where it's come down to some type of clutch situation. We'll see if Uber can actually come up with it this time. Fire coming in, clutching them on a play. Spots Sempus, misses the shot, and I guess we'll try to get this plant. That fire almost caught him, but not quite. But yeah, he won't be able to do much else after that. So plant coming in, so it's going to help with money. Plus they're at max loss bonus now, so they should get a full comfortable buy next round, and it includes being able to get an op if they so choose on Nifty. Double op still in effect here for TSM though that they have to deal with, and we'll see now that Selfless is back onto full equipment. See what they can come up with.
Yeah, so unable to win the 1v2, couldn't bait him out with the fake plants, and TSM doing a really good job. I mean, a lot of times we'll see the team that starts on the T side get out of control, and the CTs have no ability to stop it just because of, you know, the nature of Cobble and how easy it can be to exploit maybe any lackluster B defenses. But Selfless have not got anything since the pistol.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just Sick has done well for sure on this B-bomb side. Since his op is there, which is another big tool for TSM usually. And you got to give props to Finesse, who has played drop-down room. Even his entire career with CLG was pretty much in this spot, so he knows how to play it. Been doing pretty well with it.
See some people asking in chat. TSM was the pick of Cobble. That's backwards, but it should answer your question. Selfless picked Cash. And they won that map pretty convincingly, I think 16-7 in the end. As Finesse continues to hold on to drop in the inferior room. The antechamber, if you will. We want to expand our vocab.
Looks like Selfless is again staging up to try to take control of this drop-down room. It is going to be Finesse there as usual with the shotgun. He's also got Vice there, who's already rotated off of A to assist in the matter. Watching that window, it's going to be Nifty going down to Simpus. Both those players on top of the platform. Simpus keeps delivering shots through. Cuts off basically half this execute, but finally gets caught, and now the drop-down roost is setting in, so now they have a 3-on-2.
Oh, an automatic didn't spot that. He's going to be tunnel visioning on other things because he's got that op, and then Mitch is able to work in right behind. Did spot him, and the Molotov is there. It's hot. The fire burns, and he will go down to mainline Mitch assisting. And wow, Semphis is like, I'm back. Cash was a terrible map for me, but here I am. First kill of the round and another one. And then the rest of his team goes down. Uber and Mitch opening things up. Semphis peeks out for one more kill, but then gets caught. I think it was mainline that was coming up B-long a little bit late. Catches Semphis out for free, and the round completely falls apart from there. Selfless are back
that was really
on the board after 8 rounds in a row for TSM.
I mean, that kill on Semphis was kind of what really sealed the deal. I mean, yeah, the drop-down room pressure was great from Selfless, but being able to take Semphis out the equation after his opening 2 kills was also a major part of that round. So, like you noted, after losing 8 rounds in a row, they finally come up on the board. And if they can win out this half, they'd still be in a pretty close game here. But Finesse.
Oh, this counter boost from Finesse. As the smoke's dissipating, he finds the face of Uber and blows it off. Very graphically with a Mag 7 and gets $900 for it.
So Finesse back to his crafty ways over here at the drop zone. They're going to see the rest of Selfless gathering up now with the bomb inside the lobby. So it seems like they want to pressure this again. Flash coming in. Also using Incendiary comes in, but it misses. Doesn't really stop Selfless from getting out here. So Finesse needs to be careful. He's got that Mag 7 in close quarters.
Yeah, but they are expecting this. Finesse has been there so many rounds in a row. Fire extinguisher from downtown coming in. And actually in a perfect place to block off the exit from the drop room. And Finesse, this is the god spot, by the way. As long as you have B plat control, where Finesse went is like, you kill him. You win rounds from that position. That's all I'm going to say. As, whoa, doubling up here in the chicken coop. And that flash, that's not Semphis's fault. What the hell was that bounce?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but now they're trying to come out. But like you said, Finesse in such a key spot, able to get a couple of kills, and this round's pretty much over. Nifty left with the op, almost reacts in time to kill stick there in chicken coop, but didn't happen. So it will be 9-4 for TSM. Money reset for Selfless. They still have a little bit of money there on the main line. Nifty will save an op, so they'll still have a little bit of something to work with next round. But that was kind of their best chance on stringing some rounds together with the equipment they had, but they couldn't make it happen. Getting shut down there by, once again, it's Finesse. Been good.
And the kill distribution, which we noted on Cash, was pristine for Selfless. Within like 3 or 4 kills, topping out at like 20, 21 frags on some of the players. Team SoloMid, actually, very much a team effort right now. 10, 11, 10, 7, and 10. Vice down there at 7, but everyone doing their part. And so far dominating on the CT side of Cobble. Selfless will come at him with another half-buy. Tech 9s, AK Op, and all the utility. That's why they went for Tech 9s.
So smoke going out on drop down room. Not going to allow Selfless to be able to press through for now to get control of that area. Sick and Finesse kind of doubling up on that. They've all been playing towards this drop. No one on long platform. No one statue. No one the back hut. Just everyone focused up in this one little area.
There's Nifty starting off with a kill onto Vice. I think it was Vice peeking out of the A connector door, trying to get some information onto the mid room, but he will be denied. Nifty gets the opener, and it's actually Sempus inside of drop this time, and Finesse has taken early damage. He's fallen back to the chicken coop with his A1S. And automatic in a very, very good spot. That might actually be a problem.
They pulled the rotate, though. There's only one player at B left because of what Nifty was doing over there. So if
they gotta go
sees
quick.
the opportunity, they might catch Finesse alone. And yeah, here they come pouring out. Finesse, though, staying alive for now, but finally gets caught. Sivas has rotated, but it's not really in time. The bomb will get in here and get planted.
I was getting a little worried they were waiting too long. Like, Nifty was the one guy lurking over at mid, and he went down, and Selfless still was not going. The rotations were starting to come back over, but now they do take out Finesse, who was already low in the back there at KFC. They've since brought down some more that tried to push up to the smokes and get onto the site early and surprise any defending terrorists, but it has not worked out. It is just sick here within the AB connector, hiding out and looking to get some exits.
And so Selfless going to come up with another round here, and I mean, TSM actually won't have any money next round. Their money's been reset here. Despite the 9-round or 8-round winning streak, the money reset will hurt them a bit, and so that means Selfless has a pretty good chance to go ahead and push this to 6 before the half is over, which certainly still favors TSM. I think this map is a bit more T-sided, so 9 CT rounds respectable. But it could have been a little bit more had it not been for dropping this round, so Selfless at least putting up some numbers and staying in this game.
Yeah, and if they can end with a 9-6 half, they'd actually, you know, end the first half with a little bit of momentum going their way. That would be, what, 3 of the last 4 rounds if they can win this.
Right.
And if they get another pistol, that would bode quite well. But TSM, of course, they want none of that. And they will have to force up eclectic buy pistols, submachine guns, shotguns, and, well, a FAMAS and an M4. So they're kind of all over the place. But it's Cobble. You can make do with that, certainly.
Yeah. I mean, Finesse has been making do with it all game, so
yeah,
it's business as usual for him.
Oh. Nifty, somehow getting that one.
Yeah, it seems like he just had the spidey senses tingling that someone would be around the edge of that smoke, and he was correct.
He honestly might not have even seen him. He just started getting shot and was like, click the mouse.
You could see he was paying mind to it, though, the way he was positioned there.
Oh, Uber, this is going to be so awkward. Yeah, he goes down. I thought he saw the CZ of Sempus actually poke past a rectangle, but it can be hard to see when you're in the game. Obviously a lot easier when we've got X-ray on and we see that player running from a mile away. And wow, Sempus, he was so low. I thought he would go down and be, you know, the card that got flicked out from the House of Cards and it all collapsed if he died. But he's, you know, he was ready.
Wow, and it's going to be Selfless actually dropping this round. TSM have made do with limited equipment. Nifty's left alone in a 1v3. He's not going to be able to do anything. So well done, TSM. They close out the half 10-5 on their map pick here on Cobble, and they have set themselves up very well to force that third map onto Overpass. As long as they can win Pistol, though, I mean, they'll walk out this game fairly handedly. So Selfless needs that just to stay in the game. Granted, they did win the first map, so the pressure's not so powerful on them. I mean, they still have a third map to fall back on themselves, but we'll just have to see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, they should be fine. I think 10-5 is enough, especially from the CT side.
Yeah.
It's yet to be seen exactly how scary Selfless is going to be on their CT side. TSM, different map, but on Cash, their T side looked actually really bad. If they don't find success going quick into B, like how on Cash they had that success early of always going A, but once that stopped working, there was nothing else. Their playbook was pretty much one play at that point. Cobble's their map pick, though. I'm expecting them to have a little bit more, so they should be fine.
Yeah, I would hope so. But again, I feel like their style is still going to be just very aggressive, very kind of puggy, gimmicky type stuff. But this is a map where that can super duper work on the B side of the map. On a pretty regular basis. We see teams do it all the time. You just get all your firepower out there on the Long B platform, pour into the site, and just trade battle, which is what they were trying to do on the A-bomb site on Cash. It just never really worked out. We'll see if it does better here on Cobble.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people might be showing up now for the CLG game, trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do, because it's already 10 o'clock, as it took 48 minutes to play 2 rounds over on Cash, which, you know, loved that, by the way. That was a great time.
Yeah. See, we suffered through it too, viewers. Wasn't
Yeah,
fun for us
exactly.
either, but we got through it. We're here now. But I think they already delayed that match another 30 minutes from what
Well,
I
it's
saw.
gonna take longer than that if we go to 3
Yeah, I
maps.
think so
So
too. So maybe we might miss a little bit of that best of 3. I'm not sure if they'll delay it again so that we
depends
catch
on
all of
those
it.
teams'
But
schedules, I would imagine.
yeah, exactly. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see. But regardless, we will definitely see some of that after this match is over.
Incoming 6 OTs on Cobble.
Oh boy.
Sure, I'd leave at that point. Just jot it down, record it. I will leave if we go into 6 OTs.
Happened to me once.
Yeah, I solo cast
Last season.
cash map back with what was it? I think it was Threes Up, yeah, when Arya and all them were on it. Oh, here we go. Into the second half. TSM now on the T side. All Kevlar for them. Selfless utility and a kit onto Nifty and going quick in the drop. That's going to be Semphis. Uber holding out in that secondary room, but they're going the other way. They're trying to split out. Actually, it doesn't even seem like they're sure where they're going. They get into the connector, and now they find a kill. And we'll start. Okay, will they? They're still in connector. And this is getting a little weird, but the CTs are pushing and going aggro into them. It's kind of a weird thing to see. Sick is still in there. Uber's still bouncing around over at the bottom. Six trying to go in and find that frag. He actually somehow sneaks his way out over into the B site, but trying to run away. And we'll get the fadeaway Glock headshot. What a weird round that was.
Yeah, it was pretty much TSM was like, let's get in connector and then we'll go from there. We'll figure it out. Like, that was kind of the game plan. And then Self was like, let's just keep throwing bodies in there and hope that we can win. And it just didn't really work out, did it? So TSM are going to take it. It's now 11-5. Well on their way to getting to 13-5, I'd presume, before we really see a real threat pose from Selfless. So this is turning out to, like, we saw map 1 be a pretty one-sided affair for Selfless, but this map may be the same deal, but the other way around.
Yeah, perhaps. One-sided on each of their picks. And Semphis goes in for the Scout, 2 AKs on Sick and Vice, and the Recon players coming out with the MP7 and the MAC-10. That's automatic and finesse. Selfless, meanwhile, will just go in for some stronger pistols, flash onto relics, see how they use that. Vice starting it off with a kill onto Uber. Mitch is down there, now shaking in his boots. And actually, that flash is over at B. Relics is going to pop it over onto long B, and Mitch is going to go for the peek up broken wall.
Yeah, just checking the corner, even thinking about jumping up here to even take a bigger look. He will do it as right as Vice leaves. So.
Yeah, unfortunate timing. If they did it a little bit earlier, it would have been okay. The flash went up, it would have been pretty effective. Still, it's a long shot that Mitch gets a kill with the wing shot, but it was still worth it.
Well done by Simmons just to pull those players out for Stick to line them up, so he gets 2 kills, and now any threat that Self was posed this round has been pretty much dealt with. And that's we'll get caught by Mitch, but everyone else clearing out things just fine. And so TSM will go up 12-5, and what's up with even less to work with going into the next round, this should be 13-5 for TSM with little issue.
All right. Another full eco here for Selfless, although they didn't really buy very heavily. So their first rifle is actually going to be quite strong. Relics will once again go in for 2 flashes here. So maybe they can again try that long B pressure with a pop flash and 2 people peeking up, because I think they went a little early last time. Oh, but they're not going to get the opportunity because TSM's coming really, really quickly. But through the flames, Mitch, flaming bullets, OP. Got 1 kill, Semphis got his way out onto the platform behind the wooden box. Great use of Molotov to get 1 player out. That's Uber. Now it's Mitch, still fighting for his life. Can't fall back. Semphis finishes him off with the P250. Replays 4 now. Relics on the site. Some other players. That's going to be Mainline and Nifty. Both taken down instantaneously as they try to come in through connector and drop. Relics, man on the site, goes down last. And TSM keep 3 up, preserving 2 AKs.
Yep, so this will be the first gun round, however, at 13-5. If Selfless can take it, they'll maybe start working on something here, but I feel like if TSM wins this one, it's probably going to be a fast game. We'll see what TSM wants to do as they approach their first full buy. Looks like they will have 0 presence on the B side of the map at this point. Everyone focused up on getting control of the middle. They now send a couple of players late to the lobby with the bomb.
Memphis with his op, Nifty with his, and Nifty has actually been hitting some in this round. In this game, he's only 9 and 13, but even some of the shots he's hit, they've been pretty slick op shots, but they've come at points in the round where it didn't really matter. It was just Nifty, 1v3 or Nifty trying to stay alive and save. I haven't seen that impact yet, but as I say it, he gets full blind and takes the shot onto Sick. Unfortunate. It always sucks to do the right thing and get punished for it, and that's exactly what happens to Sick in TSM.
Yeah, just trying to get control of those A halls, but instead finds death, and now we see TSM just falling off of A completely after forfeiting that kill, and now they're going to try to get into B, where Automatic has already pushed out drop-down room. He's been chilling here for quite a while, just listening to rotates. Let's see if he can pick anybody up, but Uber not going to give him a kill, not peeking just yet, just kind of holding the angle. He's got a player at window as well to watch. They know Automatic's in here. They try to flash in to catch him, but Uber gets blinded by it, but he still recovers and gets the frag, and now the long B push is going to come out from TSM, but they're in a 3 versus 5.
Oh, that got really awkward for Automatic over there, and Drop, his attention kept being diverted in front of him, behind him. He was turning around wildly. Gets shot down, goes down for free, and that'll allow Selfless to take control of that round. And there you go. They're on the board. That's the first rifle, round 4 of the second half. Still a ton of money up on Sick. He had 9K. He's going to have to drop everybody. Mr. Moneybags.
The Selfless on their way, trying to see if they can make this comeback happen. TSM still with a very big lead. They will even force up this round, knowing that they have some breathing room after their performance on the CT side and in the pistol of this half. In fact, they are gathering up pretty heavily over towards the B side of the map. They have Automatic kind of just holding over here at mid, watching to see if anyone's going to push, which Mainline and Nifty are getting pretty aggressive, but they're not going to push all the way out. They're even beginning to kind of fade back. This B hit is starting to set in a bit for TSM. They're just getting all their numbers ready to go. You can see the execute coming momentarily.
Automatic poised and ready to go. Down drops. There's a man to his left who actually is the... That's going to be Sick along with him. Here it goes. It will be a little bit telegraphed. Pop flashes and smokes, though, going out, 2 into the drop room. And playing in the room was Uber, but he just tracks back right into the smoke. Oh, they're not going to check this. If Uber pushes back through, they're in so much trouble. That's what happens. He comes out of the smoke, finds one, doesn't get Sick, and Vikes finds a double with a P250 somehow. Sick doing most of the damage, so that'll make sense. Big round from Sick, and it's now up to Nifty and Mainline 2 versus 4. Money's got to be tight. It sucks to be reset. They honestly need to back off and save these guns.
Yeah, I mean, getting their money reset here is pretty devastating. I mean, this pretty much seals the deal for TSM. They'll get up to 14 now. Selfless won't really have much to work with to contend for map point either. So, I mean, it looks like TSM may have just done it there, and it really comes off the back of a big play from Vice and Sick over at the Long B platform. I mean, it got kind of scary. Like you noted, Uber was able to, get a surprise fragging on drop-down room, but he couldn't get the second kill. I think that was pretty big, and then obviously the fact that the rest of TSM was able to clear out the rest of the B-bomb side players like Mitch and such was also pretty big, and Finesse will ensure no guns carried in the next round, which makes things even worse on Selfless. So yeah, this is pretty much getting chalked up to being a pretty one-sided victory for TSM in a map 3 just a few rounds away.
Yeah, let's see if TSM can give us the clean closeout. I don't think it'll be that difficult. Selfless go for a force buy here. They don't get themselves in a great position. They've got utility, they got smokes, 1 kit on Nifty, and 1 rifle in the form of a FAMAS onto Mainline. Everyone else with some of the more expensive pistols, and TSM are really stacked. They got all their AKs, nades, up on Memphis as well, who is also having a good game this time. 14-9 as he opens up this round.
Yeah, I mean, Sick has carried over a good performance from last map, and everyone else is also pitching in. No one negative on this team. Doing pretty good things. Great to see it, too, after what happened on Cash, but that's kind of a crazy frag to lose there. Uber taking out Automatic. The gun didn't really fall down to him, though. That's a little bit unfortunate.
It doesn't matter. There's no bullets left in it anyway, because Automatic whiffed all of them.
Dang. Savage.
Yeah, that was pretty savage. Well, TSM taking it slow. Memphis Nicely done. Finds the opener, gets another one, maintains that man advantage. 4-on-3. Mitch has been spotted at the back of the B platform. Vice gets a kill onto Uber there, as Finesse is going to fall. I think that's Relics that did that damage over in the mid room, but Vice continues to move out of drop. And it's Relics 1 versus 3. He will save. Or attempt to.
Yeah, he will indeed attempt to, because, I mean, money's still pretty dead on Selfless next round. There's only 1,900 coming in. The most money they're going to have is 2,400 on Uber. So, might be the only real rifle they even have next round. But looks like he could get caught. He's trying to escape into the Dragon Room, but I think Symphis knows it, seeing where that flash came from. Brutal.
Nice 3K there for Symphis. That gets TSM out to match point. A ton of them to work with right now. And Selfless in no better position than they were on the last round. Actually, slightly worse. There will be no rifle, but actually no FAMASas might be better. Uber maintains a kit and enough utility to hold off any initial rushes, but I doubt there will be one. TSM knows that the money's going to be tight and will very much play this round like the last one, slow and methodical, and allow Symphis to try to open it up. Or all push into long A.
Yep, every single one, with the exception of Automatic, who was kind of lurking over towards...
Good thing.
Gets caught, though. Mainline not able to get the flank, and TSM now just pounding on the A-bomb site. Not having any trouble breaking through either. There's no moat to defend this castle. Just storming in there.
Yeah, they're already inside.
So this round and the map in the books for TSM. We will move on to Overpass to decide this thing.
Yep, and that was just the 3 maps left over, and it was Overpass that was chosen through the randometer. So that's where we will be heading, unless Relics can 1v5 ace clutch this with the 5-7 and no kit. He's going to have to work real quick. He's going to be further delayed here at the door. Smokes go down, actually double smokes, which is a bit odd. And alright, they'll get it done. Automatic with the final frag. It's 16-6. You're watching the CEVO Gfinity Pro League. I'm Helium. With me is Dust. Overpass is coming up next. And while that starts, after a quick commercial break, we will update you on exactly what's happening with the CLG Energy game and when that's going to start, or if it does start. But with that, we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll see you guys on the flip side.